Okay, so this is the NV2118 night vision binoculars. Supposed to be 4K, but I think that's interpolated. So you get a strap which I've already put on and I've charged it up. That's the business end, not the end you look through. That's the end you look through. There's 6 buttons on the top. The main one in the middle is the on off. The one to the right is video, and the one to the left is the main menu, I think. The 3 after the main switch in the middle are to increase or decrease the level of infrared luminosity. So I think you get 7 levels on that, which is more than ample. To be honest, I only tried it on level 1 and it was too bright when it was, you know, stuff within 6 meters. It was just burning it out. It's very bright, very bright, the infrared on it. You can see 300 meters, no problem. It does take stills as well. Again, it's supposed to be 4K resolution, but I think that's interpolated. This ring on the end here, this ring on the end here is for focusing, and it can be a little bit fiddly. It's a little bit on the stiff side, and it's hard when you I don't use glasses. I've just had cataract surgery and I've got rid of my glasses, but whilst I can read, I can't focus at very short distances. So this screen, you can't put that up to your face. You've got to hold it away from your face to focus on it, and of course that illuminates your face in the dark. So it may be that I make a cardboard sleeve just to extend that, so that I'm looking at it and I can actually focus. And then you use the focus wheel to focus. To be honest, you can probably focus it once or twice in an evening and it's adequate. It's just when you start getting really distant or really close, you need to focus it. The battery is really good. I mean, I've probably used it 5 nights, and the battery's still half full. Amazing battery life on it. I can't fault the battery life. The neck strap is too short, far too short. Well, it is for me anyway, because like I say, I'm focusing beyond the length of the neck strap when I've got it round my neck. But I just take it off. To be honest, it's got metal clamps on it, and it's a bit noisy at night if you're trying to creep up on animals. You can hear it clanking against the plastic. It is supposed to be waterproof. I've not really tested that. Light shower on it, but nothing ever. But I'll tell you what, the footage, I paid £40 for these, and the footage is way beyond what I expected for 40 quid, way beyond it. I mean, I got some footage of a badger, and I was gobsmacked how good it was. To be fair, it was only 6-7 meters away, snuffling around my tent, but I was gobsmacked how good it was. Obviously at a distance the detail's not as good, but no, for the money I can't fault it. I really can't. Anyway, I'll put some footage up now and you can make your own decision. Now this badger, we heard something rustling behind the tent. It was maybe 6-7 meters away, and as you can see from the foreground, it's very bright. And that, I'm sure it was only on level 1 on the infrared illumination, but it's incredibly bright. It just burns the animal out if it's close. I think the other thing as well is when something's that close and you're stood up, you're pointing the camera down, and the IR lamp is concentrated on the ground rather than spread out across a distance. So but just be aware of that. If you're filming anything very close up, you're perhaps keeping the lens to one side of it better, really. Otherwise it just burns the image out. But I was really pleasantly surprised at the quality of this for what I paid for it. You know, you can even see little details like it's its claws and its little foot pads. I was really pleasantly surprised. I just threw these night vision binoculars in my rucksack when we were going camping for a couple of nights, and I thought we might see, one or two things. Rabbits, the usual, and I did film rabbits with it. They'll be on later. But the badger was a massive bonus, unexpected as well. And I can only assume that because it's a campsite, they get used to people, and not only that, they get a lot of, maybe even people put stuff out for them, but they get a lot of tidbits from around where people have been cooking, and they lose the fear of people. But it was a nice little encounter. So this little bit was, those vehicles were probably 200 metres away across a 300 metre field. The toilet block was on the opposite side of the field to us, about 300 metres away. And my son Carl walked across there, and you could just about see the roof of the toilets right across the field. I think the set magnification on these is about 4 times. When you look through binoculars, you expect to see it nearer than you do with the naked eye, and I think the magnification is about 4 times. There is a digital zoom, which means that once you film it, you can zoom into it digitally and increase the magnification. I didn't really try that out because I was I was quite pleased with the way it was doing. I mean, this where Carl's walking back across the field from the toilets, you can just see the roof of the toilet. That's 300 metres away. And you can clearly pick out what he's wearing there, and I dare say if I put that on Crime Watch, they'd pick him out as who he is, because you can see his features. Obviously, as he gets nearer, that IR lamp illuminates far too bright, really. This is a little rabbit grooming itself in the dark, or the half light. I think it was. I can't remember whether it was just going dark or just coming light. But I don't know what this was. Maybe 30 metres away, something like that. I did try during the few days we were there, creeping up on them to see how close I could get in the dark, and I was surprised really how close up we can get. But it's, there's a fair bit of detail in that. If you're just interested in watching wildlife at night and you film it and then you want to come home and have a look at it it's just a job, really. I have a few wildlife trail cameras, and the first one I got wasn't so good. The second one, which was about a third of the price of the first one, was miles better. And these night vision binoculars, they're as good as the wildlife trail camera. I think you get a lot better image if you've got it on a tripod, or you're resting it on a vehicle or something like that. I was trying to creep up on the rabbits and hold it in my hand, and they're very lightweight, and the thing just wobbles about. But when you can steady it up, it's a real sharp image. I forgot to mention they actually record sound as well, these night vision binoculars, and you can turn that on or off. I think I had it turned off on this because I was messing about trying to do playback, and while you sat in the dark watching the videos playing back, the animals can hear it, so I think I turned it off after the first couple. But it is possible to record sound on it. Not the best, but it's adequate. Again, I forgot to mention, you can record during the daylight with these night vision binoculars, and during the daylight it's colour, so you get a colour video. You know, it's handy if you're on holiday. It's a dual purpose. You can take snaps at family, and I know you can do it with your phone, but you can do it on the same piece of kit. Film during the day, and then at night when it's pitch black and the stuff comes out to play, you can video them as well. Focusing's a little bit, it's not difficult, it's a little bit awkward, I think, till you get used to it. The focus ring's on the left hand side at the front, on one of the two lenses that sticks out the front, the other lens being the infrared lamp, and you twist it either way, left or right. But again, it's hard on a small screen getting an actual a sharp image, especially like me. You know, my eyes aren't the best. I don't wear glasses anymore for normal use. It's only in really low light conditions, so for me it was a bit of a pain. But I mean, these aren't pin sharp, some of these. I'm sure I could have gotten better if I'd have messed with the focus ring and had it on a tripod, or even just had another pair of glasses on. I think I'd have got a sharper image. But you know, it's just getting used to the thing. And the other thing is, you know, it's sort of the buttons are embossed, but you can't feel that. And if you know, if you're in the pitch black and you're looking at the thing, you can't see any buttons at all. You can feel them with your fingers. So you just need to practice a little bit during the day with it, turning it on with the middle button. You just hold it down for 3 seconds and the screen illuminates. And then on the left hand side, I think it's the mode button. You press that to cycle between video and photo, and then on the right hand side at the front, that will activate your video, start video recording, or activate taking a photo. And then the buttons down the middle are basically, I think one of them's the menu at the end, and the other two to intensify the infrared lamp. So obviously if you're looking over a big distance and it's really black, I mean, these were talking really black conditions, there's no moon out, you might want to up the infrared, you know. Or if you're photographing something that's naturally dark coloured, you know, dark cattle in the field, if you're a farmer checking on stock, you might want to ramp up the IR. But I found it, you know, well good on number one. Anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do, give us a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.